Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cryptogenesis. My name is Nico van der Berg and today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. So over to the charts and here we are, Bitcoin on the daily. I'm starting my video a little bit later today because I had so much to do this morning and so this is the first time I'm actually jumping into the charts. So we're both having a fresh look at the charts today and we can see that Bitcoin is coming back down into this green zone. And actually, I caught a little bit of a breakout yesterday, just a day trade on the hourly chart. You'll see it just here. We had this little falling wedge pattern, and kind of made this little double bottom structure right here. And I saw, according to my rules, that I could enter right around here, and my target was set at the previous highs, which was right up here. So I caught this little breakout for about a 2% move. So yeah, it was about a 2% move. Took the profits off the table, was a quick little day trade. And this falling wedge, actually, just to show you, we are still respecting the bottom part of this falling wedge as support. So something pretty interesting to keep in mind. I think still Bitcoin is going to come up into this green zone right here, which is going to offer up the perfect opportunity for us to short Bitcoin again. Currently in no positions. I've got no open positions right now. Just that quick little one yesterday. And this little short that I had open here got stopped out in a profit as well because I had my stop loss just below where I entered the market. So I was a very small gain, but it's still a gain. And yesterday was quite a lovely gain, especially if you are trading with a big amount. So I traded with quite a substantial amount and I caught that little move. So right now, if we go to the daily chart for Bitcoin and I put on my major moving averages, you will see that we are currently kind of finding support on the 10 simple moving average. And that's something I like to see as well, is that we are starting to see the support here, which kind of points to the fact that we might come back up and test the 55 exponential moving average, which the 21 exponential moving average, excuse me, which is this green one running through there, which lines up perfectly with our zone where we want to look to go short. So if we do get that opportunity, maybe over the weekend, it's going to be a lovely move. Some people think that Bitcoin has bottomed here. It does look like it's jumping up. It is giving that bounce that we've been talking about for the last couple of videos. We have been expecting a bounce back up into the zone. But I don't think that we are at the bottom of Bitcoin. I would be very cautious to call this the bottom. This would only be the bottom of Bitcoin if we start breaking out of this falling channel and we start closing daily candles above 9,462. Also, if we go over to the weekly chart, we can see that we broke to the downside of our 100 exponential moving average. And if the weekly candle closes above the 100 above the 100 exponential weekly moving average, I would see that as short-term bullish, and I would actually expect us to maybe bounce even higher than 7,900. I think that could put us in the in the move back up to about $8,500, and that could easily be quite a quick move in my opinion. And then Bitcoin, the bulls will have a case of pushing the price higher and breaking out of this consolidation pattern. On the macro time frame, this is, in my opinion, a consolidation pattern, and this is a falling channel. You could see it as a bull flag, like we've said before. And if you take the measured move from this bull flag, you kind of end up here at about $18,000 a coin. So that is on the macro time frame, and if it's macro, it does mean that it could take a couple of months to play out. So that's something to keep in mind. But right now, looking at the shorter term, we are in a downtrend. We are making lower lows and lower highs, and we could just come up and make a lower high again, and that would be the opportune moment for me personally to open up a short position. as a position trade, not a day trade. Unfortunately, with the very boring movement of Bitcoin over the last couple of months, it's very hard to find a position trade that really banks in the money. It's a lot easier in this kind of market behavior to trade scalp trades or day trades uh, from the 4-hour time frame, especially. So what I'm looking at right now is possibly a pushback up to about $7,800, $7,900 a Bitcoin. Then we'll be met by some heavy resistance back with this resistance line running through here. 21 exponential moving average will be resistance as well. If we close above that, then I would look at this to bounce even higher, and we might have an opportunity to break out to the upside. So if we look at this on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we came straight back after that little bit of a breakout. We came straight back down to the 21 exponential moving average, which lined up exactly with that little support trend line that I've got on the hourly. And that was a very good place to buy a little bit of Bitcoin, and you would have caught this little bit of a jump of about 2% once again. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to catch that, but there's still a couple of opportunities left for the day. If we do go back to the hourly time frame, it does look like we are going to want to push back higher up into this blue exponential moving average running through here. Um, and you could easily open up a very low risk position here, trying to buy the 21 exponential moving average on the 1-hour chart as an entry, and managing your risk, putting your stop loss just below this previous little swing low right there, and that would put your stop loss at 7,440. And then a target back up to the highs, the prior highs here, take some profit off the table there, and maybe move stop loss to break even, and then trade it back up to either this exponential moving average here or this green zone. That's going to be completely up to you. Actually, you know what? I actually do think that I would like to open up a little bit of a long position here quickly. I trade on my phone most of the time, so I'm actually going to buy up a position right there. There we go. And I'm actually going to put my stop loss right where I said. I'm going to put my stop loss just below that previous swing low, which is about 7,440. I'm going to make it 7,440. So 7,440. Done. Stop loss is in, and I'm in the trade. So I do expect a little bit more of a bounce today. If I'm looking at the RSI, it would make sense. We could possibly come back a little bit lower and come very close to the stop loss. That's okay. Usually I only risk about 1% of my capital per trade, so that does line up with what I'm trying to do here. That is about 1%. So I am managing my risk from this point onwards. I'm really happy to do that. If we look on the 4-hour chart, that should line up with, there we go. This does line up as a pivot point with our 55 exponential moving average, which is this orange one. So I think it's a pretty good position to manage. We'll see how this one goes. So that's Bitcoin right now. Like I said, macro time frame, we're inside of this falling channel, which you could see as a bull flag. Some people are saying it's a bull flag. Do I necessarily agree with that? Not really. The volume signature doesn't really show that this could be a bull flag 100%. On the RSI, we do see this little bit of a trend line starting to form through here. So if we have a chance to break through that trend line, then yeah, for sure. I mean, this could play out as a bull flag. We could see this as well, we see it as a bull flag on the RSI as well on the weekly. So this does look promising. This does look like we could see some breakout to the upside. And that would be very positive for crypto land. If we do see that breakout, I would expect us to move back up into this green box on the macro time frame. Okay, so that is it for what I wanted to discuss with Bitcoin. I just want to make sure that is it. Um, on the daily chart being supported again, as you can see, by the 10 simple moving average, and my stop loss is just below that 10 simple moving average as well. So that is a pivotal moment, pivotal point in the Bitcoin chart today. Let's jump over to Dow Jones. Let's see what it's been doing. Still pushing up. Not much to say here really. It does look like we are going to start putting in some bearish divergence here. So I would take some profits, like I said in yesterday's video. If you've been trading this with the breakout, it's a good place to start laddering yourself out of this position and take some profit. You know, you can't be a losing trader if you take profit. Let's go to gold. Gold has kind of been moving sideways after making this little bit of a double bottom right around there. It does look, like I said last time, it does look like gold could be pushing back up into this white box right here, and this little liquid zone right here. And then we'll reassess from there. Maybe gold does push back a little bit lower into this green zone, where I'll be more than happy to open up a position, manage it very low risk, and see what happens from there. What else do we want to see? Let's have a look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq, not much has changed since yesterday. Pretty much still, you know, moving sideways. It does look to me like this wants to come down. Nas 100, like I said yesterday, was a good time to take a little bit of profits off the table. I do think we're going to start seeing a little bit of a retracement. We are seeing, are we? No, not really. We're not seeing bearish divergence as of yet. So we could see a little bit of a retracement and then one last push to the upside, maybe back into this green box. But if you haven't taken profit yet, take some profit. I mean, why not? Put your stop loss and break even. We got involved right around 8,010 just after this breakout. And as you can see, it's really been a good run for NAS 100. Is there anything else? UK 100. I'm looking for this to put in a little bit of an ascending triangle. If I do put in my drawing tools here, you know, previous support becomes future resistance, which would have been this resistance here and this support right here. It has been support back here, a little bit of resistance back here. So this could be an ascending triangle. Let's just see if we are seeing. This is really looking good, actually. This does look like it wants to break to the upside, and if it does, like I've said before, if this is an ascending triangle, we could easily see a move back up to the prior 2019 highs of around about 7,725. So it would be first targets would be around this green zone right here, 7,557 up to 7,614, and yeah, we could possibly push up all the way to this prior high, which was in 2018. I think pretty much if we break this level here, we've got a free pass all the way back up there. That's my opinion. Don't trade my opinion, and don't take any of this as financial advice, of course. So let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is an index that shows the percentage of the market cap that is actually involved in Bitcoin. And we can see Bitcoin dominance is at about 68% right now. So 68% of the market cap in cryptocurrency is inside of Bitcoin. That's essentially what this chart means. I do expect it to maybe pop back up to 69.56% dominance, and then find some resistance around that level, and possibly push back lower. I would love for Bitcoin dominance, not Bitcoin dominance to come a little bit lower, because that would signal an altcoin rally, and then of course, you know, it's a good time to trade some altcoins at that moment. But up until that point, you know, focus on Bitcoin, focus on trading Bitcoin right now. It is looking good. uh, if you want to open up a small position, you know, manage your risk. Make sure that you only risk about 1% of your capital if the market goes against you, because if you risk 1% of your capital, you can lose 100 trades in a row before you lose your you know, your account. So that's the proper way of trading it. So yeah, let's see how this little trade goes. Let's actually put in one of these guys, and my first target would be around these highs right there, and my stop loss is just below that. I said 7440, so it's right around there. That's my risk reward is about almost 2 to 1. Not exactly, but I'll take some profits off the table once we hit 7,620, 28, 25 ish there, and then put my stop loss on break even, and then target a move back up to our light blue exponential moving average. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, again, please leave us a like and subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment down below if you enjoy the content as well. And thank you so much for tuning in. That's it for today. Trade in the green, traders. Cheers. Bye bye.